Today we are moving on to the headliner and I still have no voice. But yeah, anyway, time to crack on still. There's a few bits we're going to be adding. So there's the headliner boards. We're using this sort of fake suede with 2mm foam backing on it to actually cover the headlining. Give it that luxurious feel. Also we're going to be changing the lights. So I've got 8 of these LED downlights I'm going to put in. The original lights are all controlled by, well, they've got a switch built into them, so I'm hoping to use these rocker switches, mount them in the headlining and make it work so that the lights come on with the door, or you can have them on permanently. We'll see how we go with that. I've also got some USB mounts or charger mounts that I'm going to be putting in. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. And this scan strut tablet mount, so the kids can have a tablet mounted from the headlining for longer journeys basically. But first things first, I'm going to take the headliners back out, find all the holes for the mounts for them, same method with the soldering iron, because where the carpet overlaps, and then plan out where we're going to put everything. So the next real step is going to be planning out where I'm going to put these lights. So I've got 4 for each panel. Obviously I'm restricted by the fact the original light hole is there, but I'm going to go sort of in the middle of each rib in the roof, and sort of pretty close to like there with that one I think. Time to drill the holes. I'm using a hole saw. The back of the lights are 50mm, closest I could find is a 51mm hole saw. So yeah, I mean there's a bit of wiggle room because you've got a lip there, but yeah, I'm going to drill them all out and then we can start sort of test fitting stuff. Headlines have still got the original hole, the old light. I'm going to use a piece of this boarding from the side panels I didn't use and just cut out the infill piece basically using the old jigsaw. Now just hold it in place. I've foil taped the front side of it. I'm going to slip the new blanking plate in. Nice tight fit. There we go. Then foil tape the back and that should be strong enough. The headline is not very heavy, so all the material. So yeah, you shouldn't pull it down at all. This should just stop any of the shape showing through. So covering the headlining is just going to be the same principles as doing the walls on the inside of the van with carpet. I'll lay my template on there. Template, that is the headliner. And then just cut myself a bit of material out. Not being dead accurate here, I'm going to allow myself a bit of room. There we go. And then we'll fit our clips, glue it all up, stick it down. So final couple of pieces to be trimmed now is just the joiners that join the headliners together. And this is why I went with only the 2mm thick foam on this headlining material, or fake suede, whatever you want to call it. Basically, because I've had it before when people wrap these in the carpet, the clips then no longer hold on anymore because it's too much material to sort of compress it all in and to clip in. So that's why I've gone with this really thin foam. You know, it adds a bit of luxury to the face suede, but it should still work with these clips. So let's get these trimmed up. One other thing I've decided I'm going to try and do quickly, because I've got loads of that thermal liner left, is, and while I've got these off, is try and slip up in the front there a piece, try and add a bit more insulation to the van. Thought this might be quite a good opportunity to show people how the headlining comes down. Obviously top trims off both sides, so that bar across there linking the two headlinings, 2 screws behind the handle there, and then pop the lens of your light out, and there's 2 screws there on the other side of the bulb there. That front piece comes off, and then I think there'll be 1 or 2 screws there, I'll double check that in a minute, 2 behind there, 2 behind there, 2 behind there, then hopefully we'll just slip it out of the A-pillars, and then we'll be out. So yeah, once you prise the covers off of these, which isn't easy, there's 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there, same the other side. All off. So yeah, you get quite a big bit of sound deadening from factory up there, which is handy, because I haven't got much left. So I'm going to piece some bits in there, and then we'll put the thermal liner in there, and then that should make it as good as the rest of it. So yeah, that's literally all I had enough for. But to be honest, you know, you don't have to cover every inch of a panel with this stuff, like I said before. So that's, you know, going to get rid of a lot of the sort of noise from that panel. So yeah, plus we're going over with the thermal stuff. Should be pretty good still. Front headliner all back together. Trims all on. So other than wiring, the only last thing I've got left to put on is I've got this Scan Strut tablet mount here, which yeah, it's like quick release, so when you haven't got it on there, that's all that's showing, which is pretty neat. And a USB charger. This was just like an Amazon special, which I got with a switch on it, so I can wire that into hopefully the lighting circuit. I don't think it's going to draw much, so hopefully that'll be strong enough. Yeah, my only concern is with everything hanging off of this, it's not the strongest board in the world, so I think I'm going to cut out a piece of 2mm aluminium. I haven't decided on size yet, but yeah, I'm going to use this 2mm thick piece of aluminium, cut it out, and then screw through the wood into the aluminium, and that should make that more than strong enough, I reckon. There we go, not perfect, but more than good enough to be hidden underneath the headliner anyway. And spread the load of those 2 bits. Decided that's where I want the mount to go, and then I've marked position, or yeah, marked where I want this plate to then end up being. So I'll line up there with those marks. I'm just going to hot melt glue that in place for now, just keep it in place while I'm attaching everything to it. Now that that's all mounted, both of them, we've just got wiring to sort out. Here we have one of the headlinings and a mess of wires. So now we're going to try and make this work. I think I said earlier in the video, obviously the original lights use, or they are the switch and the light themselves, whereas we're using this three pin toggle switch. The way the original loom works is the lights have a permanent feed to them, and then they're earth switched, and there's two different earths. There's a permanent earth, which I think is on a timer as well because it turns off after a while. And then there's the door earth, so when you open the door it comes on. So depending on what position you've got the light in is how it works. Now I wanted that same principles to happen with these new lights. So kind of a similar sort of wiring, I'll wire the permanent feed into the live side of the lights, done. And then the earth side will come out of the toggle switch in the middle here. And then I will put the two switched earths, well, one permanent earth, switched earth into there. So then depending on what setting you've got it on, is which one then connects with the common pole in the middle. If that makes sense. And then, yeah, so then you can flick it to either have it come on with doors opening or have them permanently on or have them off. So that's how we're going to wire that in. I'm also going to wire my USB charger into the light system, which I think will be more than strong enough because it uses a 7.5 amp fuse. The lights used 0.1 of an amp each. So 8 of them, that's like 1 amp at most. And I think at most is like 4 amps, but I'll check that. But yeah, either way, otherwise I'll up the fuse to maybe a 10 amp, but I think we'll be absolutely fine. Now we just need to sort out this mess of wiring. The original wiring loom is on this side because it normally goes to the light over there. So I'm gonna try and tidy it up without having to extend wires everywhere. So yeah, I'll stick a time lapse on and see how we go. So let's have a bit of a look at what we've achieved here. So, fairly neat. So on the switch, I've used some flag terminals to try and reduce the amount of height that we've got because obviously we're restricted by the headliner. I've then used little dobs of hot melt glue just to hold it all in place. Yeah, because obviously I can't really put any proper fixings in as such because obviously they're poked through. Extended the wires for the USB, and then so all my earths, common earths go into there. I've then got my earths from the van coming into the switch as well, so we can control that. And then we've got our permanent live for the lights going into this Deutsch connector. Yeah, it's not a genuine Deutsch connector. I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna wire this all up, so I ordered several options, and genuine Deutsch connectors are quite expensive, so I just got like the Chinese copies, but yeah, it's good enough for up above a headliner. I just like the style of connector. So anyway, got a permanent live for all our lights on that one. I've then put the USB one on a separate pin because I already had 4 wires going to one connector, and I'll just make a piggyback the other side, and then my 2 earths switched and permanent earth from the van on the other ones. And that's it basically. So just need to go out to the van, pin it up the same as this one. So with the door shut, I can use my trusty power probe again to test this. So nothing there. Feed in the middle, permanent earth there. And then if I open the door, let's open it all the way. Probably open one of these doors. Yeah, we haven't got an earth. Perfect. So I just wanted to show you quickly what I meant by piggybacking the feed. So obviously I've got the main feed going in there, and then I've put 2 wires in on that crimp, and then flipped him out, put the second wire just into the one next to it. Just so I've got 2 power points out of 1 power supply. But yeah, simple as that. Let's get it all fitted, see if it all works. So even with my best attempts to try and keep everything thin, this still doesn't fit on with the original clips. But I have managed to find online some extended clips that people use. So yeah, this might be helpful to some people. So these are the original clips, as you can see, still fit to this one. And these are the extended clips. Also with them, they come with new little cups that go into the roof of the van here. They're about £4. I've just done one, it fits perfect, so absolute lifesaver compared to like a T4 where I used to have to put screws up through there, which looks, you know, okay, but not the best. But yeah, they fit T4s as well, so perfect. I'm going to get these on and then we'll have a look at the whole thing done. So another quick little upgrade I'm going to do whilst I'm sort of in here and on the roll is where mine's a factory combi, they come with 2 power points behind the seat here. I'm going to change one of them to this USB one, hopefully, because I mean, nothing uses, you know, a point like that anymore. Everything's charged from USB, so let's see how quick and easy this is. I mean, it's very easy to take it apart. I say, I can't get them off. Oh, fail. Have to get the drill out and make that a little bit bigger. I can't imagine that this is wiring from the factory, but I imagine it's probably what was a retrofit at the main dealer before it was bought. But yeah, there we go. That works on there nicely. Clip it, ooh. Clip it back on, and we've got a USB point and still got a old style power output. Quick, easy, simple. It's all in and done. Woo. Front light's currently not on because the door's shut, but yeah, you can see the switch. We have them off, on permanently, or yeah, with the door, because obviously we've got the tailgate open. But yeah, looks pretty smart. If we go to the front, yeah, come on with the lights now, or with the door, sorry. We've got our charger up here, and then the tablet mount for the kids. See, it just clips on like that. They can chill out watching the tablet while we go anywhere. The other thing I've changed is I've updated the lights in there to LEDs and the one in the centre to an LED, just to keep it uniform matching. Yeah, I'm gonna give the whole thing a good clean, and then we'll get some beauty shots. Annoyingly, I'm not quite sure what's happened to the audio for this part of the video, but anyway, let's go through it anyway. So just having a bit of a look around on everything we've done on the inside of the van now. All the carpet lining with the carpet we used from Mega Van Mats and the Dodo Mat sound deadening. Obviously the headliner that we've now just finished, looking lovely as you can see. And you control it all from these rocker switches that I've put in now instead of the original headlight or the original light switch. But it still retains all the functionality it used to have. Then as we go around to the front, you can, well, into the middle section of the van,
You can see the Just Campers or Caravan door store pockets that we've got, which are proving pretty handy. Again, lights on a separate switch to keep the two sections separate, which is good. And yeah, I mean, it seems to have worked out pretty well. I'm pleased with it. And yeah, we've also got the added feature of the tablet mount just there, so the kids can chill out in the back, or in fact I've actually sat in the back when I've been on a long journey just to chill out for sort of 10-20 minutes. You can watch videos or, you know, whatever you want on here, watch myself, and also keep the tablet on charge as well without having to run a lead all the way to the floor. So yeah, pretty pleased with it all, to be fair, and like I said, it's working out well. It's come out sort of how I wanted, if not better, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. So hopefully you've all enjoyed watching the transformation of the inside of the van, and hopefully I might have been able to show you something. But yeah, we've learned something from me, or maybe you've got something you can tell me how I could have done better. Drop a comment below. Always keen to see what people recommend. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give us a like and a subscribe, and catch you in the next one. And I'm not actually sure if we've got anything left to do on the van at the moment. Oh, we've got the rust proofing to do. So yeah, watch out for that video, and we'll catch you in the next one.